Let's try this. Then I don't have to actually reboot and stop streaming. Or stop streaming. Or stop listening to music. More important. Let's start from... Doesn't matter where I start from. I'm not from here. I'll start from here. There has to be some difference. So annoying. Now I have to use paste for all of a sudden. Well, there's my window. Let's put it on top. Now we have loads of Deepak outputs. So I take it that if now I log in, it's going to use this extremely small window, which I can't even resize, as my X terminal. Probably a smart idea to move the current layout or console session thing out of the way. I'm having I just know how it is called, so I just move dot console. I'm gonna store what I have now. Console save, and then we do move dot console state dot JSON. To well, .buck or something, so now I don't have it. Which means it's can't read it. Otherwise I get huge windows and desktops that I don't have and monitors that I don't have. Okay, let's try this. Enter your password. Yeah, I just did. Okay, what happened? It doesn't open anything. Yeah, that's not very useful. I'll do test stuff. Do that at restart. And the last time, yeah, several days ago, I clicked here and then I thought, well, you know, test mode, debug. I'll just click shutdown. Bang, whole PC down. Not so test mode then. Well, that worked. This works. Raw. Test mode my ass. Yeah, I guess so. But then I'm going to type. Well, I suppose I have to make this smaller again. So this opens a window. I can't type. Window. and shows the creator. But if I log in, well, then nothing happens. I want to test actually logging in and getting my desktop inside this Xavier window. Definitely scrolls up too much, especially since the next 2 minutes this is empty. Or it just doesn't work, of course. I think I got it working. I'm mostly streaming because previous streams someone asked if I would come back today. And I finished it or almost, so yeah. I could just not stream at all, but then that would have been an open-ended project. So I just wanted to explain how it now works. That is, I'm going to fix the README, and then I'll explain it in the README. So you see, I have a huge cleanup here. I decided that systemd is unusable, well, for this anyway, so I'm not using it. Yeah, it's no longer a user service. Save your current console sessions. Console session, like lowercase k. Windows tabs and working directory per tab. Yeah, now you have to do it yourself. Rebooting and so on. Yeah. And restore it. Well, you have to do it, but still, restore it the next time you start your graphical session, okay? Or log in, maybe. Next time you log in. It's not one word these days. State is written to that, is still the same. Installation, still the same. Enabling the service, there is no service. What is a better word than service in this case? Service looks like the systemd service. Configuration, maybe? System configuration. Could do that. System configuration. Yeah. Configure our console. use to use single process mode, as in still the same. Console session service, which no longer exists, cannot be started by because and so on and so on. Yeah, I couldn't use X profile either. Or could I? Sometimes something went wrong, but then I thought maybe that's because I have no idea where that is being sourced. Actually, I know where it is being sourced. Yeah, I don't know. It's just not a proper place, it seems. Let's not even mention it anymore. Display manager, like LightDM, or even .x init.rc. Will eventually start a window manager. From it's not true. So display manager like LightDM will eventually start a window manager from ... because I can't remember that. God, now I have to look it up. Share beats me. Oh, way too much. Yeah, lens. Len Chin on in Gaian. Yeah. Okay, so find. Shall I just do it the smart way? Last time I found it was with query list fluxbox. Oh, that's so much smarter this. If I could type. There it is. The user share was right. I didn't see the access sessions. I just didn't see it. What is the best distro in your opinion? The one I use, obviously. Yeah. Otherwise I wouldn't be using it. I'm using Arch, by the way. So like the first time in my life I said that, but yeah. Had to happen sometime. For example, in the case of Fluxbox, there is a Fluxbox.desktop. And that starts start Fluxbox. Yeah, well, don't do it because I said so. Cost 2 weeks of your life switching, at the very least. And in the case of Arch, it might actually cost you more than definitely more than 2 weeks. Definitely more than 2 weeks. Yeah. Arch is kind of the operating system well, distribution that forces you to know what you're doing. Otherwise, it won't work. So you have to study and learn and understand everything, and then slowly, little by little, you can set things up and configure them. Kind of like what I'm doing now, but then for everything. Yeah, very painful sometimes. Well, yeah, if you persist, then the result kind of should be that then, you can call yourself a real unique Linux user because you did dive deep into stuff, and as opposed to most Windows users, for example, who are just using their operating system. Well, okay, then in that case, Arch is for you. I mean, it will cost you less time. You still have to figure, especially setting it up. Although they have. When I did begin with Arch, and it was an extreme pain in the ass to get it to, boot up, basically. But I think they made a script now to automate it. Yeah, if you use that, then you still get a black box and you don't know what you did. So I don't know. Just don't think, oh, I have 2 hours left. Let's install Arch. It's not how it works, I hope. It's more like the next 2 weeks I don't need my PC really, so let's install Arch. How deep shall I go into the Fluxbox shenanigans? And this thing is basically not doing anything. It just runs startup. XX startup. A script that I said it basically. XX start up. So also X init. Yeah, no, right now, at this moment, I am the expert on this. I always like that moment. And I really have to document what is all in my brain now, because in a few days, and certainly next week, I will not remember anything anymore. Okay, so also actually XX. Best practice. I can't say that, even though I'm the only person who used this, because I've been trying and trying and trying for at least a whole week. And now I came to the conclusion that this is the best practice. Like the only way to do it, even. That kind of definition of best. And yes, I'm only documented Fluxbox because I use Fluxbox. Therefore, I am now the expert on how to do this for Fluxbox. And I have absolutely no clue whatsoever how to do it for other window managers. The other people are on their own. Let's practice to run console load from Fluxbox startup. Okay, assuming you all it's well using Fluxbox. Best practice is to run console load from Fluxbox startup. For example, alright, yeah, I still have to test if the home directory is set here. I'm not gonna use Carlo here. I think the home directory is set, right? I mean, we're just starting any kind of all kinds of applications. It would be really weird if the home wasn't set already. Oh, they still have to figure that out. So yeah, this is done inside the console load now. That's probably also not needed actually. I mean, the debug should already work. I mean, at this point, I just kept shifting it forward and forward and forward. And now, well, the only thing that's not running yet is the window manager. But debug should be working. In other words, well, this remark is still important, I think, because yeah, that means by doing it here, okay, yep. So by starting it there, we are sure that xorg is already running, obviously, otherwise you couldn't do stuff like this. And usable, so yeah, I don't know, display and x authority are usable, I'll say. Oh my god, you watch me and then you're hospitalized as a result of watching my streams. No, I understand. Yeah, you would never have watched me. You would never have watched me unless, and if it wasn't that you were tied down to a hospital bed. I do understand it. So, wow, yeah. Long time because you have been in hospital. I hope you're doing better now. A Java certificate. I don't want to hear about it. Oh, and then why haven't you been watching my streams last year? Oh, a year ago. You mean 2025? But not that long ago. You're distracting me. Console save. The problem is console save, console save, console save. Control top. Quit. VR. I don't know if you can use a home directory here. But yeah. Journal user T maybe. So load. Let's see if this produces something interesting. Unexpected. Yeah. So much for backslashes. That totally seems to work. Although, nah, produces everything. Well, we got starting there is no starting. I think I'm better off using. Well, for now anyway, no cut. Let's see what it actually is. This is safe. What was I trying to do? Load, I think. Yeah, that is both. I think load is second though. This is about load, yeah. So let's do this one about save then. And then save seems to begin with ooh, that's a big delay. What? Interesting. It's still using a service. No, it's only using a service. What? A temporary service. I was doing a save. It's totally calling itself load here. Just totally save this. What the heck? Which console save? We are save. Console tag console save. Why do I not have a console save tag down here? Oh, because I'm literally looking for control load save. That's a tag. The literal string here that starts it. I think this. This one actually. Oh, this one even better. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, that should work. So now we have starting and then blah blah blah. Let's use this one. Copy. I'll leave out the cut. Well, Poise Bunny, you know, she gave up on me. What was her slogan? I'm never gonna give up on you, right? If I see her once every 2 months, that's a lot. She was here a week ago, 2 weeks ago. Saw her during Christmas, I think. This might not show all output. Well, totally does these days. I mean, I'm already doing tag. That tag. Do you see the debug? Oh, I call it logs there. Do you see the most recent logs of console save load? I mean. I'm wondering if that still is the case. Okay, now let's put it on one line. Those before, I'm not convinced. Let me just look at everything. That was safe. Actually, I am convinced. Yeah. Okay. Is that added immediately? That's definitely too much output. Am I doing something? It's again console load. What the hell? Yeah, that is load. Console save starting. You gotta be kidding me. At some point I had a wrong tag, so it could still pick that one up. But. No, it looks like this is the most recent one. There's just a lot of console load stuff behind it. Well, those tests, okay. And then is safe because I had the wrong tag. That means I didn't run load at all after that. Load, I mean. As if this is safe, when did I run save then? I'm logged in now. So strange. I'll just run load again. I don't get it. Yeah, no, normally I would just quickly log out, but then the stream stops. Let's remember the time. It's now way later than that, so it looks like something is missing. Something is missing. Definitely is tagged with that, isn't it? Okay, I'm gonna run load, which is not in my path. Find dot local name console load. Run it. Oh, yeah. Okay, so I deleted that file. I'm thinking it would be generated by running save. Did I not run save then after that? No, I didn't. Oh, I ran it in this little window, the debug session, and that failed. Good. Okay, I'm getting it. So let's move the thingy back. Move team twine console state.json.bug to that. Now we can load it. Covered in Windows. Yeah, I want to keep these. So suppose I can keep this instead of this, and I'll keep the rest. Window manager, control list, control, yeah. Grep console, loads and loads of windows. Did you I can close this one, I think. Oh, you didn't have Wi-Fi. Oh, yeah. This is an HD stream, otherwise you can't see anything. Why do I have this many windows open? And where are they? And why do I have this one here? I think, oh, that one just got duplicated. I have to delete that because I already had it, apparently. Yeah. I think a lot of these things are duplicated. Probably all the ones at the bottom, right? Sure, you can do window manager control minus IA. That brings it to the front. Yeah, I found it. Totally duplicated. I'm not sure if that was the last one though. This one. Ping. That one, okay. Probably duplicated. Let's just delete it. I mean, it was an empty window install. Had not typed anything into it. Oh, where is this one? Oh, that's that one. That is the duplication. Yeah, I knew it. I deleted the wrong one, but it doesn't matter. I think I want to know all of them now. 5 windows. I have 1, 2, 3 that I know. What are the other 2? That is the current one. That is, well, let's keep that one open. It's on my right monitor, so you don't see it. This is, yeah, okay, good. Someone is flooding me. This person has to be flooded back. Connection rate 16 in 60 minutes. Why is he not banned? I have auto ban for that. Nothing works anymore. This is extremely annoying. I put also a week or 2 weeks time into stuff like this. And then that suddenly stops working. And now I'm being flooded by some IP number without that IP numbers being flooded. What the heck, dude? I have to dig into that again, and then I can't remember anything about it, so yeah. It's super annoying. Okay, I think we have them all. And the question was if I could show the logs, right, with that one command, this one. Definitely a load, date. Yeah, that should be about right, but it should start here. Or not? Well, yes, I mean, no way, there was not a 18 minutes delay there. But this is not the first message. I think my load is missing some messages. So I was running this. Functions are not executed, so, well, they're just functions. Now we do something. This is true, yes. Just keep it at 1. This is my logger. So writing to file descriptor 3 should write to the logger, and that seems to work because we see some output. But maybe we don't, because how long is this going on with functions instead of useful stuff? Yeah, so the apply did show us output. This calls apply window properties, and then that did print something. But initially that's not set, so we get here, and then we should be running over all windows. And then if the low debug is a non-empty, it's just echoing. Why is it echoing instead of... Oh, okay, wait a minute. Yeah, so we will have to write to 3 these days. See what other echoes I have. Vitarenum, Sanity, Jacob. Probably this should look for this. Processing Windows, Echo. There we go. It's just all missing. Right to file descriptor 3. Well, or file descriptor 3 maybe. And there's the Windows before, and that's what I was looking for. That's why it didn't work. I think I fix it now. sort of. There is more. There is more, yeah. Right, this 2, 3. I can't type. Well, I accidentally hit the backspace. Ah, that was everything. That was everything. Let's run load again. I might as well just copy this, run it. Go back here, run this again. Verify that everything was appended to the end, yes. And then find out how to delete this. Window Manager Control. List close. Gracefully even. Okay. Window Manager Control -C. And do this one, yeah. Can we close multiple? I cannot close multiple. Worse, it didn't close anything. I'm sure not going to do this in another way. Do. Close it, damn it. $W. And still I didn't close it. I wouldn't call that graceful. Okay, one more try. It said that this was close stuff. What if I just do one of them? So, nothing? It's an error. Well, you could have told me what the error is. Oh, I see. Ah, without the I, it interprets it as a name. Okay, now we can go here. Now I see. Yep, they're closed. I saw it happening. Whew. Okay. Where's my debug output? Now the debug output should work, as in... still test. What the hell? Oh, because I didn't set the... This gets tiresome. Yeah. And now I just have to test this. If we can do it on one line. Nope. What did it do? Kill the window that I was typing it in? No, I didn't. I think it killed one window or something like that. Yeah. Ridiculous. No, here's my debug output now. Oh. No, no. I did run the wrong command. Alt Tab, get me there. I could automate this as well. If I had known this in advance, I would have. Now, which one is it? 1, 2, 3, 5. So this one. This is the line. Yeah. And now it's still a lot, and including these. What the hell? Well, I ignore the errors. They're just warnings. Oh wait, there we are. So console has a problem. Console load. Processing window 3. Processing window 2. Processing window 1. Processing window 0. Oh, of course, yeah. It begins with this, because I'm not loading it at the start of the login. There are already windows. Maybe I should just look for Windows 0 instead. Yeah, I think that's kind of a coincidence as well. I mean, Windows 0 could already have existed. And then this would be something else. It's just not good enough. I'll have to add okay, now I don't know. It just keeps going on, man. And no matter what, it definitely attacked with console load. I think it starts here. Did I rerun a load within 1 minute? Am I that fast? I guess I was. Yeah. Okay. So can't use that. I'll just add another message that really clearly signifies the start. Yeah, what? I wasn't looking at. Oh yeah, sorry. The parenthesis part of it. The blub blub blub. Yeah. So let's change that into loading, and then everything should be okay. Just put it in my history. So then I run the load again. Load, 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 load. Oh, apparently I was not ever loading it from here. Load. Control, no. Alt tab. And I should have printed loading. Now we are there. Finally. Yeah. Apply window properties. Well, the PID is the same. Possible. This PID is the same as that PID. Oh, that is because I'm not running it from systemd. I can simplify the script. In that case. I'm not sure anymore why that whole deferring was required. Before I delete this line, let's have a look at why that was being done. I see. It waits for the window manager. And now I'm loading it. Yeah. Kind of running it before the window manager runs. So could be that it isn't up yet. Let's say this gives an error. Now we get here. And then it does run defer apply, which probably doesn't happen. That is if we're running under systemd, and that's no longer the case. Can definitely delete that. Otherwise, I'm just running it in the background. However, it executes itself again. So I should get a new PID if we get here. So apparently we don't get an error. Here, might as well leave it in. I don't know. Shall I don't know. If I delete this, then it will still work. But maybe someone will ever want to use this in a SysMD service anyway, and then probably need it. So yeah. Yeah, I'll leave it in. I'll leave it in, but I can't even remember. Even now I can't remember why that was needed. Alright, it has a comment. Started trains in unit, so the deferred work does not live in this one shot. Until, oh, so that is required for, in case this was started from systemd as a one shot, then that would hang, which you can't have. Okay, so let's add a comment. This avoids hanging a systemctl start. That executes the script. Well, it needs to return in order to start the window manager. But yeah, I'm not using that. Oh, 10 commits. Yeah, I think I'm done now. This should be working, I hope. I saw it fail though already sometimes. Well, samey. Sometimes if I log in from the light DM, then the window manager isn't started. Not anything is started. So that is even before console load is being run. So it's more like a light DM thing then, isn't it? Yeah. I see Xorg running. I can move the mouse, but all monitors are black and I just have a mouse. And it reacts to nothing. Oh, but that times out. So then I have to wait, I don't know, 30 seconds or so, and then it just continues as normal. I see that a Lens was typing. Linus Torvalds must like you. Why? I don't know. I mean, there is like 0 CPP files here. Did you see something in my environment? No, he spied on my environment somewhere. No, also not. Me and HPP? No. think I have to test it. Sorry guys, end of the stream. I'm going to test it one more time. Let's put this one in /use log. And then I'm going to run fluxbox exit, which means end of the stream. Testing. Oh, we have sound. Well, mic. Yeah, my Windows got restored. Except it wasn't saved, apparently. Because I'm pretty sure I changed the directory here to something else. Oh man. Yep, I think I'm back. I restarted fast enough to start streaming again. Saving went wrong. Save. This one. Yeah, from when was that? Well, that looks like it was from just now. Totally. So it did run then. I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 windows. I don't think so. I did not have 9 windows. And even if I had 9 windows, then, well, it would have appended 9 windows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So if that worked, one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, well, maybe it did work then. Timestamp? Yeah, it did save it. So saving worked and loading worked, but I'm not seeing the tab that I created. What the hell? I created a tab and I went to use a local. Yeah. Let's search for that one, or I can just look here, I suppose. Oh, there it is. Yeah, there must be at least one then that is in user local, because and it is on this window, the monitor. There it is. Ah. Okay, so it did work. It saved it and then it restored it again. I just don't know why I had so many windows. Well, I was testing, I guess. Kill. I want to end up with 5 windows again. Just one window here. Window manager control list. Crap. That's too many. And I have 2 of these again. Really? Yeah, that's right. Okay, let's keep this one. So kill this one. I want that one there. Still too many. I'll just alt top over it, I suppose. So let's give this one the layer top. Alt top. I have too many monitors, man. I'll just I don't see where those things open. There's something. Okay. Yeah, I want to keep one of them, but I don't know if it is this one. Okay, wait a minute. I can add something in it. Hello. So I saw that one. Alt top. Now we are where? Oh, there. And then around. Huh? What? One. Okay, but I'm just looking at one monitor at a time, I think. Let me count it that way. Ah, there are sneakily 2 of them. They're at exactly the same place. That's hard to see. And here we have only one, this one. And here I have, yeah, I have another one there. Let's keep this one top, so I can delete that one. Now I should 5 left. Yep. So if now I exit again and then log in again, then I should have exactly these 5 windows. No more, just these 5 windows. But I still want to check if it saves something, so let's change the directory here then now to, I don't know, blah, blah, blah. I have no fantasy, just GIMP. Oh, okay, GIMP. Haven't used that in a long time. Okay, I'll try to be back again before the stream times out. And there it is, GIMP. So saving worked, restoring too, unless I have more than 5 windows. Which I doubt. Yep. Now, we're done. I can now exit and come back and still have my windows. There's still a lot of other stuff that is annoyingly not working, like I use history files that are separate. For example, the last command that we did here, history changed from nothing to, yeah, that's where I ended up. Am I now in GIMP? Okay, so I did store this history, because that was the last command that I did. Going to GIMP. It's kind of weird though, because if the console is killed, would it log out? I think this is saving my history file. And that's an alias, which is never going to be executed at the moment I force my terminal to go away. Bottom line, we have to execute a command in every terminal, which would be brilliant if it even has an editor open, for example, or something is running in it. Then we can't do that, can we? No, we cannot do that. So let's say Bash is executing a command, for example, vim, new vim. Can I tell that Bash to save its history file? I don't think so. Nah. I think the history file is in memory, so yeah, probably. Probably I have to terminate whatever is running in that Bash, and then have Bash save the history file, and then exit. I'm kind of surprised that I did find back the CD GIMP. That was pretty recent. How did that got saved? Get saved. Well, it's even worse. Like in this case, I have 2 tabs. It could even be different windows as well. And then I'm in the same directory, or well, even directories with the same history file. And the way that it works now is that it saves the history, the local history, to the history file, and then it saves the history of the other one to the same history file. And then the one that I saved last, for that the history actually works. But the other one, then of course sees the same history. For example, here we have now get status because I typed it, and that one because I typed that. And then from the previous one, VI console state JSON. I don't know which tab that was before. This is from the other one, yeah? It's also saved already. Okay, so anyway, here it is the same. Maybe they automatically save every few seconds or something like that. No, is that true? This is the right tab. This is the left tab. I don't think I will never see that back here, right? This is really just the commands, has always been. Just the commands that I type in here. And this is just the commands that I type in here. But if I exit, it gets saved to the same history file. It is a hist file. That is my history file. And in here, it's exactly the same thing. How to solve that? I mean, what would be the ideal case here? I log out, I log in again. I just want to have everything exactly the same. So I think I should make, I should make multiple history files per directory. Currently I can say in this directory I want to have my own history file. But then if it noticed that I have multiple tabs open in the same directory using the same history file, then it should split it up. And then, of course, I should also get that value, the value of hist file then, and then restore that tab to that hist file. So then it's not really purely based on the current directory anymore. But yeah, now let's say I have 5 tabs open in the same directory and they have their own history. And then I close one of the tabs. Do I want to remember that history? Probably. If I reopen the same tab, I don't want to get history of the other 4 tabs, which is still open. So if I close one, then that probably should be inherited as soon as a new tab opens in the same directory. And I close 2 tabs, and then I open one. Well, then I get one of the 2. I don't really care, I guess. Or maybe I should be able to switch. Like, oh, but this was not his tab history that I wanted. Maybe set an environment variable per tab. That's ridiculous. Or I can make a command or an alias or whatever, where I say I want this tab to have let's say the first tab that I open in a certain directory owns the history file. And then if I open another tab in the same directory, I should get a warning like Warning, the history is already used, so this one does not have history. And then I do have history, but it doesn't get saved at all. That would at least not be very confusing. Although I could save it to a temporary history file and then do what I just said. So closing and opening it should still work. And also rebooting, yeah, that also. Still comes down to having a history file per tab. So difficult. I don't want to hide. I probably shouldn't, do anything like that. Let's play a game of chess. Kubrick. Push the pawn. Oh, I think I'll go here. Yeah, why not? Why would I not go here? Tell me. Who needs development? I don't need a bishop. I don't need a knight. I don't need my rooks. The only thing I need is a double pawn here. Or is that not sufficient? It's still not threatening anything. I can still take here afterwards. So let's develop something. That looks like a good development. So my bishop can get out. And then I can castle. Oh shit. Yeah, I completely missed that. Now of course you can defend the knight. Arg. It is still pinned, but yeah. It's getting worse and worse, it seems. Although I wouldn't advise him to take here. It seems like a bad idea. He doesn't. And take here, the bishop takes, and then he takes here afterwards. Shit. Maybe we should just develop. Shocking. It's not taking here. Taking my pawn or... Oh, it's already +1. Not long. Well, now I can do this, but then he takes here. And then I attack again. This is +2. And I'm attacking 2 pieces. That feels like I end up equal then. Am I not? I'm +1 even. Destroy, destroy. Okay, my bishop is attacked. Let's do something about that. About this move. Attacks that. Can't castle. But I can take here. Yeah, the white not move. Oh, wait a minute. Rook comes here and then I have a double attack on my knights. And this one is pinned. So I'm going to lose a pawn. No, I can go there actually. No, then that one's not protected. Go to the side, takes my pawn. If I go forward, takes my knight. That would be even worse. So now I have to give my pawn. Oh well. Now we are equal again. Well, at least. Yeah, we are equal. 2 bishops against 2 knights though. My pawn structure is way worse. Oh, this pawn is hanging. And after that also my knight is hanging. Can take with a knight, then he takes a check. And then I go there. Maybe I shouldn't take. But then again, this one. It's gonna fall anyway. I'm almost mate, man. It's really bad. Cannot allow this rook to become that active. Like all of a sudden. Out of nowhere. Cannot allow that. Oh shit. Why? Yeah, now I lost, obviously. That was so stupid. Oh. I can't play chess. Rematch. Rematch? No. New opponent. Okay, this one I'm going to win. Play d4 because, I don't know, go for the center. I just shouldn't make stupid mistakes like giving away pieces. I get totally lost that because I made stupid mistakes. My knight is pinned, not a problem. Let's develop. I can't move this one too. I would like to do that, so maybe I should first do this. Now I can push it too. Or can I? Because then he takes here, and I have to take back, and then I still lose my pawn. Just can't do that. Okay, now I'm gonna attack that one. Yeah, why not? It's aimed at the king. It was aimed at the king. Second chance for the pawn. And when he takes, and then if I take like that, the king can take back. So, oh. The queen is defended. Of course, I want to take back like this because this is my double pawn. Okay. And I'm probably going to take here. No, I'm probably going to take with my king. Yeah, maybe I should get rid of my weak pawn here. If I push it now and he pushes the pawn, then this becomes weak. He probably puts a knight in front of it. And then I'm totally stuck. But the knight here doesn't do that much. So let's do that. I'm not really threatening to push it, however. Yeah, checking my weak pawn. So now the knight goes here, it's even attacking it twice, and then I can defend it with the king. But the rook comes here and attacking it 3 times, and then I can't defend it anymore. I can defend it with the knight, actually. And then this pawn comes, attacking it 4th time. And then I have to push it, and then I lose it, because you can take like this. I don't know. That was a very quick move, which I don't understand whatsoever. Now I can do this because I have a rook here. Because if now I push, he has to take my bishop. And then I take back like this, and then my rook defends it. That's one way to get rid of, well, equal, make it more equal. Oh, he's threatening to take there. Well, but if I take here, and he would give a fork, I can just take this rook. Let's do that. And tuition pawn move. If now I attack the knight has to go. The knight goes there, of course. Well, then I can take it again. Then the knight goes there, of course. Well, then I take here, attacking the knight. And he's like, well, the knight goes away again. But then I go here with my rook, threatening to promote. And the knight is here, like way, way far away. And he's like dead. So again, knight, rook. I expect the knight goes in front of it. And then I take here. And the knight cannot go back. Well, there or there, doesn't matter. Here is protected. That's just dead. Can't do that. He cannot do that. I can take my pawn. But now I take the knight, he takes my pawn. And then I take that pawn, but then I didn't gain much. Or, oh, then I'm my pawn up. Or I can just push now, but that's no fun. No, let's try this. And he should take my pawn, I think. Not in front of it. Yeah, totally also a puzzle. But that wins another pawn. I bet he's going to take it to the knight. That's why the knight went there. And then I win this one. And can't give check here. Not really scary. Even does it. Well, I could go here, or shall I just go back? Then the rook gives check. Yeah, the rook also gives check. If I go here, he can give check like this. And then go forward, and then he can give check with the knight. Here, for example. I have to go there. I'm pretty safe, actually. The king here or there. I think I can just walk like this. I'm not sure, though. Starting to run out of time, though. And I'm threatening to put my knight here. Attacking this pawn, if he pushes it, I take here, attacking that pawn twice. It's very annoying. I think he should play this pawn or something. Also, now the rook can't play. If the rook goes, then it's mate. So playing this pawn would not be a bad idea at all. Okay, well, we had calculated that. As in not dangerous. Okay, so these two squares are free, so he's never going to mate me with the knight alone. And I'm just going to go for promotion. I lose that immediately, not a good idea. Let's put this one here, very far away from the knight. It's like 4 moves to the knight. Threatening this, so probably the king comes here. And I block. Oh no! Well, I saw it. Brilliant, Carlo. Brilliant. I like literally saying I have 2 squares where I can go to, so he can never mate me with the knight. And then what I do, I put a rook on one of those squares. Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna end the stream, then I can